Warren Buffett once dropped this golden nugget. He's all about dividends because they're like a direct cash high five from your investments, rain or shine in the market. It's time to put that myth about dividends being just a sidekick to rest, my friend, because they pack a punch that can fuel your financial journey. Picture this. James was wrestling with bills left and right. But guess what? His whole game changed when he stumbled upon these 6 stocks that dished out dividends every single month. Brace yourself for some inspiration and get ready to sail toward a future where your rent's on the house. We're diving deep into the world of monthly dividend stocks, the perks they bring, how to pick the winners, and I'm spilling the beans on these 6 dividend champs that could literally cover your rent. Oh, and stick around to find out how much green you need to kickstart this income stream. Spoiler alert, it's not as crazy as you might think. Alright, before we launch into this, let's make sure we're on the same page. Monthly dividend stocks aren't your typical dividend players. Nope, they dance their own rhythm, giving you payouts every month instead of those regular quarterly or yearly gigs. These stocks are like the steady eddies of companies, with consistent cash flow and a strong commitment to keep that dividend train rolling for their shareholders. Now, let me break down why these monthly dividend gigs are the real deal. Imagine this. Those monthly paychecks aren't just a one-time fling, they're a regular thing. And guess what? That regularity is your ticket to budgeting like a pro and nailing down your financial game plan. If you're the kind who relies on these dividends for bills or you're all about that sweet passive income, monthly dividends are like your personal financial DJ, spinning your favorite tune every month. And that's not all. Those dividends you pocket can go right back into the game. It's like planting seeds of cash that grow into money trees. So, while you're sleeping, the money's out there hustling for you. Think about it. More money, more compounding, more portfolio growth, and maybe even some impressive returns down the line. Plus, if you're someone who's got their eyes on retiring like a champ, or you're just on the hunt for a steady income, these monthly cash hugs are like a stability blanket in a world of financial surprises. Now, let's chat about how we pick the cream of the dividend crop. First up, the dividend yield. The ratio of how much dough you get from dividends compared to the stock's price tag. It's a bit like checking the bang you get for your buck, but hold your horses because we're not done there. We need to make sure these companies aren't just one-hit wonders. We're talking financial stability, my friend. We're all about companies that don't just make it rain now, but can keep the showers going, even when the weather changes. And to add that extra we're looking for companies that aren't just here for the party today, but ones that are gonna grow up big and strong in the future. It's like the triple threat of dividends: consistent income, a strong foundation, and the potential to rise in the ranks. Alright, let's get to the juicy part. Those 6 stocks that could be your ticket to rent-free living. Buckle up because these stocks come with different flavors and perks. First on deck, we've got Stag Industrial. They're all about industrial real estate like warehouses and light industrial spaces. Think about it. Thanks to the whole online shopping boom, warehouses are having a major moment. Oh, and don't forget those supply chain hiccups that are making companies set up shop in the good old US of A. Stag is cashing in all that action, and their dividend growth is a testament to their success. They've been expanding their portfolio like there's no tomorrow, and that means more properties, more rent, and more money in your pocket. Next, say hello to Realty Income. These folks are like the MVPs of monthly dividends. They've been dishing out dividends every month like clockwork, with a track record that's longer than your Netflix queue. They're like the seasoned pros of the dividend game, having increased their dividend over 100 times since they stepped onto the scene in 1994. They even made a power move by snatching up another major player in the REIT world. You could say they're playing the long game in the dividend arena. Now, let's talk about Oxford Square Capital Corporation. They're like the cool kid in class who's not afraid to try different things. They're a business development company, kind of like a hedge fund that's always on the hunt for the next big thing. But here's the twist. They're all about investing in companies that are just the right size. Not too big, not too small. It's like the Goldilocks of investments. This diverse approach can give you a taste of stability while chasing those attractive returns. Hold on to your hats for Orchid Island Capital Incorporated. These folks are diving headfirst into the residential mortgage-backed securities game. It's a bit like investing in the real estate market without actually buying property. It's a win-win for you and them. You get a piece of the real estate pie, and they get to share their profits with you through dividends. It's like having your cake and eating it too. A.R.R. or A.R.R. Residential Reit Incorporated is up next, and they're all about residential mortgages. But not just any old mortgages. These are the ones that the government's got its eye on. This government backing adds an extra layer of security, like a financial safety net. They're in the real estate game, but they're playing by the rules and paying out big dividends. Last but not the least, say hello to the San Juan Basin Royalty Trust, SJT. They're like the wild card in the group. They're all about fossil fuel reserves, which might sound a bit old school, but bear with me. These guys make money based on the oil and gas they extract and sell. And let's be honest, energy prices have been all over the place lately, which has meant some pretty sweet payouts for SJT investors. They've even added some extra reserves to the mix, boosting their returns even more. But here's the thing. While the idea of fossil fuels might sound like a blast from the past, it's worth remembering that this market can be a roller coaster ride. So while those dividends might be a nice treat, they come with a side of market volatility. And before you get your investing hat on, let's break down the math for securing that sweet $2,000 monthly income. If we crunch the numbers and average out the returns for those 6 stocks, we land at an annual average return of around 13.51%. Now, if you're aiming for $24,000 in annual income, all you need to do is divide that by the average return percentage. So, $24,000 divided by 13.51% gives us roughly $177,646. That's the magic number to aim for if you're dreaming of a rent-free lifestyle courtesy of these dividend champs. Before we wrap this up, don't forget that while all this info is great as a starting point, it's always a good idea to have a chat with a financial advisor. They can help you navigate the tax side of things and ensure you're making the best moves for your unique financial situation. And if you found this video helpful, a thumbs up would be totally awesome. Until next time, happy investing, my friends!